Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of NOVVI Talks. My name is Marcus.
And I'm Victoria.
And this is the Recruiter's Cut.
So Marcus.
Oh, you, okay.
Let me take over now.
You take over.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
So how long you been at NOVVI?
So I've been at NOVVI now a month and a half, 2 months, 2 months.
Okay.
2 months at NOVVI, it's going great.
Okay. Why did you choose NOVVI out of all the brokerages in Dubai? I think I said...
Oh, you are actually taking over? For me, NOVVI was something different. Obviously, it's still fairly new, you know, 2.5 years in the market, but it's very fresh, you know, innovative, new ideas. You know, after having a conversation with Omar, the owner, you know, everything that he had to tell me about NOVVI kind of resonated with me and what I was kind of looking for in my next step in my career.
Okay, fantastic. And how long have you been in Dubai now?
For me, I came to Dubai 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a Dubai OG, as they would say.
And started straight in recruitment?
No,
or talk to us
so
about your experience?
I started as a broker.
Right.
I wasn't a failed broker. I wasn't a failed broker, guys.
That's what they all say.
That is what, that's what they all say, please. I was a broker for 3.5 years. I started off in leasing, you know, and then naturally progressed through into sales. Had to go back to the UK for some personal issues, and then came back into recruitment. Previously at another company, and then came to NOVVI.
Okay, fantastic. And so far, so good? Loving it?
Loving it, going great.
Loving it.
We're loving it right now. So what about yourself?
So I'm very new to Dubai.
Yeah.
Relocated here close to 6 months now, coming up to 6 months.
Okay.
So being difficult, I think adapting to new cultures, new way of living, the driving.
Yeah. You know what I say? You just have to drive as crazy as everyone else. And just, you know, but it's fine. It's not like in the UK where you get points, you just get fined.
Yeah.
So I think
my gosh.
I'm sitting on this year a few thousand dirham.
Oh my gosh. It's so
yeah,
annoying.
Don't drive like me, guys.
It's not
a good way.
So adapting to the driving has been difficult. Obviously missing my family, my friends.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, I wanted to choose a company where there's culture and where you feel like you're part of something.
Yeah.
So when I first relocated, I started working for another brokerage. And although they spoke similar languages to me, I still felt, you know, like it wasn't it.
Yeah.
So when I came for an interview at NOVVI, and I saw the vibe, I saw the gong that they do when they hit the cells, and they told me about the chef they have upstairs. So that was my final straw.
So there we have it, guys. You know, as they say, a way to a man's heart is through his belly. The way to getting Victoria on board is, you know, through hers.
Through her belly, wow. I don't know if you're supposed to say that.
That's the saying.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, you know, when you're looking for a candidate, what kind of stands out for you?
Authenticity.
Yeah.
By the way, guys,
Guys, for you that don't know, obviously Victoria is Lithuanian. So English isn't your first language. You know, as I found out when she asked me to go to the water fountain to get her some water. For me, it's called the water machine.
Okay.
But, you know, potatoes.
Exactly. So when looking for the right candidate, for me, it would be more about finding someone who's eager to learn, especially if we're concentrating more on those that wanting to relocate from overseas.
Yeah.
Eager to learn, you know, super motivated, authentic, and someone who just wants to get the ball rolling. Yeah. Now, you know, we recruit from freshers to senior levels here. And with the training program that Rachel provides here, I think anyone can succeed, you know, if you actually put your head down and get going.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. You know, you got to have the determination. You got to have the spirit, the fighting spirit. You know, you are going to get a lot of knockbacks and knocked down quite a few times. I remember when I was a broker, definitely got knocked down a few times, but you
Yeah.
kind of have to keep getting up, dust your shoulders off and go again. So
Absolutely.
yeah, you got to have that determination and that drive and the confidence to succeed, really.
100%.
It is definitely a tough market, but there's no reason why you can't come here to Dubai and do very well as long as you're willing to put your mind to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Dedication, consistency will always pay off.
Yeah.
How about yourself? What do you look for there?
For me, I would say pretty much the same. Individuals that are determined, that want to succeed, that want to do well. I know everyone says you have to be money motivated, but for me, I don't feel everyone has to be money motivated. It helps.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, that's kind of what I look for. One thing I don't look for is people that have a bit of an ego, especially when it comes to the more experienced brokers. Look, don't get me wrong, I totally understand. You come here, you start making a bit of money. Some brokers come here and make a lot of money.
Absolutely.
But then sometimes the ego takes over, especially the ones that come in for a conversation and they automatically think that because
They've already got the job.
They've already got the job. Not here
That's
at
not
NOVVI.
the case.
Not here at NOVVI. But yeah, so that's kind of what I look for. I would say
Yeah.
pretty much the same as yourself. So what are your, one of your pet peeves? For me, it is egos.
Okay.
What's yours?
Oh gosh, handshakes.
Yeah?
Let's do a proper handshake, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Ooh, you got a very, very strong handshake. It's
Firm.
really good. Firm.
A good firm handshake.
Firm handshake. That's it. I had a candidate last week. I don't want to talk bad at anyone's name, but boy, oh boy.
Is that
what
it?
he did.
Is that a little...
And I was like, you can't meet the sales manager.
Yeah, you have to be confident.
Of
And
course.
I always believe a good firm handshake shows confidence.
Exactly.
So obviously, apart from there being a chef here at NOVVI,
Yes.
what else was there that kind of made you choose NOVVI?
Absolutely. I'll let you begin. I know you're very super excited about the agent splits.
Oh yeah, so one of the things we have here at NOVVI is the 33% on agent splits, which is the first company that I kind of know in Dubai, to do such a thing. Please guys out there, correct me if I'm wrong and your brokerage does it, but for me this is the only one I know that does. When you're doing a split deal in-house, majority of other companies, they'll take their 50% and then leave you to battle it out with the other
Yeah.
broker for 25, whereas here at NOVVI, everyone gets an equal piece of the pie, so to speak. So all the brokers get 33%, which I thought was a great incentive
That's
to
right.
have. Obviously, the mobile phones, laptops, company
RERA,
cars,
everything's covered.
RERA's covered. All these costs that accumulate over time, they kind of take that away from the broker, and
Yeah.
the ownership is then, on the brokerage being NOVVI.
I agree. Not to forget the 70% that they can get.
Oh yeah, and the 70%
brokers.
in comms, which is great.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to make a bit of money.
Absolutely.
So the more you can make, the better.
Absolutely. We also have a marketing team who I think there's 15 of them. Is that right?
15
There's
in the marketing.
Yeah, in the marketing, who are always here, ready to get the ball rolling. If you've got any ideas on, photo shoots, podcasts, talks, you can just go tap them on a shoulder and they'll be
good
ready to go.
Yeah, you always have Maria and Adele always on hand, to get you in front of the camera. For me, I believe that social media has a crucial part to play,
Yeah,
especially in this day and
100%.
age.
Especially in Dubai.
Especially in Dubai.
So important.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not one that loves to be in front of the camera, but I know it's something that we need to do.
You're doing great today. Well done.
Thank you. First time for everything.
Well done.
We'll see how we get on after the edits.
Take two.
Take two.
No, of course. I think, like you said, in order to be confident in front of camera, that shows that you're confident as an individual as well,
Yeah.
which is what you need to be a broker. And it's amazing because you can actually, come up with some ideas that you can then continue building your personal brand, whether that's on LinkedIn or social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok.
And just touching on that, I would say that's another great thing about NOVVI. They are definitely behind every individual for creating their own personal brand. At the end of the day, you are the one that is going out there selling. You want to get your face out there as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it be with networking, going to events, and they're definitely always for it.
Yeah.
Also, the team environment, and I know, it's a bit cliche, the community, but since I've been here at NOVVI, literally every day there is something that I could be involved in,
Yeah.
which is, team building.
Yeah.
For instance, my newfound hobby is now paddle.
Okay, fine.
So,
do you do it in a skirt?
Victoria.
Sorry.
No, I don't do it in a skirt.
Okay.
But it's 2025, so if there's anyone out there that wants to play paddle, that's a guy in a skirt.
That's absolutely
Nothing against
fine.
it.
That's absolutely fine.
But yeah, my newfound hobby is now paddle. Obviously, being 8 years in Dubai, I feel like it's a bit late because I feel like everyone in Dubai plays paddle. So if anyone thinks that they've got a bit of, game and want to challenge me, Tuesdays.
6:30 p.m. Is it?
You can tell that Victoria does not come to paddle because it's at 6 o'clock on a Tuesday
Oh, is it 6?
at Paddle 360.
You see, I'm one of the early birds who gets into the office at 7 o'clock and leaves around 5. So, paddle sessions Tuesdays, that's right. I haven't yet had a chance to join, but I'm sure I will be.
Well, I'm hoping to see you there next Tuesday, 6 o'clock.
CUNT.
I don't know if we can keep that in, but, it's the recruiter's cut, so yeah.
Cut. Look, this is who we
This
are,
is it.
guys.
This is us.
This is us, natural.
Natural, authentic, and that's what we look for in brokers. So that is another episode of NOVVI Talks, the recruiter's cut. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment if there's anything that you would like me and Victoria to talk about on the next episode of NOVVI Talks. High five.